On Sunday, September 29th, I and approximately 54,000 other runners finished the Berlin Marathon, one of the 6 major world marathons. It was one of the largest numbers of marathon runners ever. Come with me on this journey of joy, as the organizers dubbed it. It really was a journey of joy. I have some Berlin and international marathon tips and show you what to expect if you're looking at running the Berlin Marathon. The most remarkable thing was how much the city embraced the marathon. We runners were everywhere, and everyone asked us if we were here to run and wished us luck and was happy to talk about our upcoming race. The city was blanketed in pop-ups and running-themed ads. There was this fantastic feeling of camaraderie, and after devoting the better part of our summer to training, it felt amazing to have almost everyone you meet care and wish you luck. The Expo for packet pickup was out at the Tempelhof airfield, and we thought we were smart by getting there right when it opened on Friday. Yeah, the minute we stepped off that metro, it was clear that everyone had seen the predictions that crowds would be light, and we waited in an incredibly long line, although admittedly, as soon as the doors opened, they got us into the Expo itself very quickly. However, with all those people, the Expo was a madhouse with long serpentine lines everywhere. We ran out of time and ended up having to go back Saturday evening, at which point there were no lines at all, but the merch was sold out. So take your pick between super intense crowds and merch. Also, the Expo wasn't that impressive for a world major marathon, and it was a pretty expensive marathon as marathons go. They don't even give you a shirt, which was weird to me. I feel like every race you get a shirt. That's part of the deal. There wasn't really a ton to do at the Expo. Then it was race day! The Berlin Marathon starts late compared to races in the US, so we didn't have to get up early. But it also meant that we didn't start running until almost noon. I have to say, I did expect better from the race village. There was an enormous amount of walking to get to your start corral, and there were nearly no porta potties. So the lead up could have been better. Besides the amount of info people, the amount of people there to help guide you through not the clearest expo and not the clearest start village was very helpful. Oh my goodness, the race itself. The appeal of the Berlin Marathon is definitely in the course, the crowds, and the prestige. The race itself was an amazing party. I felt fantastic being part of the long distance running community and this group of marathoners. The crowds were fantastic. There were so many bands that came to play along the race course. If you're in a band, the pick-me-up you give runners when you play upbeat songs along their race course is such a gift. Thank you to anyone who has played music along a race course. You are amazing. There were some fantastic signs, including a shout out to the person with a perfect Duolingo picture that read, "Duo is proud of you, but have you done your Duolingo yet today?" No, I had not done my Duolingo yet. And folks having a party on their balcony blasting "Move Along" by the All-American Rejects. You were wonderful and well needed at that point. There was also some fantastic drummers who set up under a bridge. Thank you. There were so many amazing moments. The race felt fantastic, and it was the most enjoyable marathon that I have ever run. I never really hit the wall, which probably means I could have done a bit better. I gave myself plenty of fuel, focused on my form, and focused on all the people around me, as well as on, not giving into the intense pain building throughout your entire body. But that's to be expected. It's a marathon. At the 1.5 miles to go mark, I checked my time and saw that I had a chance of breaking 4:30. So I gave it my all and came in a little short. Even though it's a new PR, I'm a goofy runner and I got really excited about breaking 4:30. I still did better than I thought I would do coming in. So I need to just be happy about that. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about what makes me happy. I learned a lot about what I can accomplish. Thanks for coming with me to run the Berlin Marathon. The finisher village was also not the best finisher village I have ever seen. I don't think I have ever had to walk so far before being given any food or support. There was so much walking within the finisher village, and after 26.2 miles, you're kind of done with the walking thing. I know it's good for us, but dude, that was a spread out finisher village. One thing for folks traveling internationally after a marathon, I do not recommend flying back immediately. Our flight was at 6 a.m. the next morning, and the combination of completely depleting your body battery and then adding a bunch of jet lag to that weak body battery, the week we've had since that race has not been pretty, so to speak. Overall, it was a fantastic experience, and I'm thrilled to have been able to run it and to have done so well. The people in Berlin really embraced us, and it was a wonderful city to visit and to complete my 6th marathon in. And overall, I would recommend the Berlin Marathon as a great marathon to do. It does not live up to Chicago. So far, Chicago is the best marathon that I have ever run in terms of organizers, support, etc. But Berlin is definitely a close second. Thanks for joining me on my recap of the Berlin Marathon, and please like and subscribe for more travel and running videos. See you soon!